My name is Kenthen Thomas. The community I am from is from Salmon Arm, British Columbia, Nisqualnas Indian Band, and I'm a Secwepemc. And the year I am in is in year one of NITEP. NITEP has reinvigorated my culture and my cultural identity because I used to be really strong into it when I was doing theater. I was doing storytelling and theater and stuff, and I was really strong into the culture. Like I would practice making baskets and going out with my grandmother and digging up roots and doing stuff like that, just because I wanted to learn about it. But as time wore on and my grandma passed away and I got away from theater and I started doing other things with my life, working and blah blah, I ended up walking away from my culture. And it wasn't because I chose to, it was just that I was so busy in other aspects of my life. I had walked away from doing storytelling for about 2 years, and I was offered an opportunity, weirdly enough, in September to do a show. And I did shows maybe about a year ago, and it didn't feel good. It didn't feel right, and it was because I was doing storytelling. And you have to have when you do the stories, you have to have like a you have to be based. You have to have your feet firmly implanted in your culture to be able to express the stories in a good and kind way. So when I was doing the stories, I found myself lost when I was telling them. Like it just didn't feel like it was coming from my heart or my soul. But being part of NITEP and um, having that culture, kind of slowly seep back into me. When I was telling the stories, I could feel it again. I could feel it in my heart. I could feel those stories coming from my heart again, and it was an amazing thing. First thing is that I have a son that's 10 years old, and for me to go to UBC, I feel is a huge thing because I want my son to see me leave the community and to go somewhere to get a higher education. So I want him to watch me do this. So for me, that's a huge thing because so many of the youth on the reserve, once they complete high school, that's it. They get a job in the lumber mill or they play hockey out of the community in junior hockey somewhere, and then they come back. There's so many cases where we had many talented youth in our communities, but they never ever leave. But I want my son to see that me move away from the reserve and to do something so I can role model for him and so he can watch me and and to let him know, without telling him in direct words that it's possible. It's possible for anyone to do what I'm doing. And hopefully he watches this, and then when he turns 18, 19, he might travel around or do whatever he does, and then he goes, you know what, my dad went to UBC, I can do it easily too. So with that behind me, the transition to UBC in Vancouver is so much easier. I'm actually looking forward to it because I want him to see me there. I want him to come visit me and go, say, "Holy Dad, I'm really proud of you. I'm really proud that you're doing this. You're taking this step." And I'm not only doing it for me. The multitude is for me, but there's little spaces that I've left for him and for other people in my family. That I want to share this with.